Good evening, good evening. I think it's worth saying twice. It's always a good evening when we're on online services. Good evening, Sue. Thank you for joining us.
Good evening.
Good evening. Are you okay?
Yes, good, thanks. It's nice to be here with you all.
Yes, you're looking very well. Flowers look nice behind you. Are they lilies?
They are, yes.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Really nice. Very nice. Yes, that way. I forgot to tell you it works the opposite direction. Good evening, everyone. Who we got in there today, this evening? We've got Tracy, Hannah, Trace, Paul, Hayley, Anne, Av. Good evening, Wayne and Christy. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Please, I'm sure you'll all give Sue Luddon from Scarborough a very warm welcome, because if you don't, she's that near. When we open church, she can come and sock you. So, not that she would, bless her. Oh, so thank you for joining us this evening. It's not been a bad day today, has it? Hi, Scott. Hi, Pamela. It's nice to see so many people. Can you see your comments, Sue?
Yes, I can. I can see them coming up now.
Good. Because when you say no to me, I panic because I don't know how it shows up on your screen. I must do it from the other side to have a look. Not the other side. I meant the other side of the screen. I don't want to be the other side, just in case you're listening. Oh, dear. So, what do we know? Not a lot. It's been a busy week. We've still got no news on the door arriving yet, which is good because we're still raising the money for the door. Thank you, everybody, for all your support that you've given us, and even just buying our raffles helps. It's been absolutely amazing, and we really thank you very much. Sue has donated a raffle prize for a one-on-one as well, so watch that coming in sometime in the future. And I think without further ado, we better have the opening prayer, Sue, if you don't mind.
Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity of meeting and sitting here this evening. And we welcome all those that come from the spirit world to come to communicate with us and to link with each of us here tonight. And at this time, we ask for love and healing to go out to all of those who need it. We ask that those sick and in pain receive your healing. Those in darkness find your light. And those lost, lonely or heartbroken feel your love. We think of all those in hospitals and all those taking care of them and ask that they be surrounded by the loving spirit, and that those transitioning will feel your love and connect with their spirits. We ask for healing for Mother Earth and the animal kingdom, and if I am to be used as a channel tonight, let it be in love and in light and truth. Amen.
Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Right, we've got the formalities over with. I think we might as well go straight into the thank everybody, amen, in that's lovely. Straight into the healing candles. So I'll go into the healing prayer because I did show Sue a little snippet of our candles earlier because she's not seen them before, have you, Sue?
No, they're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. And everybody else knows, and I always say this, we borrowed them indefinitely from another church. I'm not giving them back, I'm sorry. So we'll go into the absent healing prayer, and then I'll play the candles. Great Spirit, Father, Mother God, here we bring upon you all those listed in our absent healing books, that it may please thee to heal them, be they sick in mind, body or spirit, both those we know, those we don't know, and those who have known to ask for them. We ask for them now. Amen. They're so nice, aren't they? Everybody's saying now they love the candles. Good evening, Nicola from down in Little Port. Thank you for joining us. And Deborah Adams, you're showing us Facebook user, my love. So if you do get connected tonight, you need to put your name at the side there just so that Sue knows who you are, if you wouldn't mind. And Sue's going to do philosophy for us this evening. If I remember last time, it was absolutely wonderful. No pressure, Sue. Good evening, Rodney. No pressure. Over to you, Mum.
Well, I thought I'd share with you tonight, kind of, because how often do we say words or hear words and don't think about the meaning or kind of what they mean to us? It's like we say our Father, and we say the prayer, and we just say it, and we don't really think about what those words mean, do we?
No.
But some of my favourite words are those spoken by St. Paul. So love is patient, love is kind. And how often do we hear those words? Love is patient, love is kind, love does not envy, it does not boast. Well, I kind of thought I'd break it down, because I must admit I keep this, or I like to keep this by my bedside, because this kind of these words that St. Paul spoke or wrote is how I like to live my life, or how I like to connect. So I hope you all like this, or kind of like the way I kind of think of it. So if you think of love is patient, love is kind. So it's very easy to become irritated, isn't it? Because people don't do what we want them to do, or quickly or well enough. And life doesn't always give us what we want when we only think of our needs and our desires. So if we learn patience and tolerance of all things, and we're more generous and giving, we become kinder in our approach and attitudes and people and the way we handle situations. And often people will then respond in kind. So love is patient, love is kind. And if you think love does not envy, it does not boast. So some people covet possessions and positions in life that others have. They become jealous of gifts or talents and possessions that others have, but aren't willing to sacrifice or work as hard as they have to get them. I mean, it's very easy to do that, isn't it? To become jealous or kind of envious. But we should use that as a kind of a way of spurring us on to want to get those things, rather than being kind of. But I mean, jealousy is a normal human reaction. It's what we do with it that's not healthy. So it does not boast. So thinking you have, boasting is arrogant, isn't it? So thinking you have more than others, or you're better than others, or you know more than others, kind of. So rather than that be you have to think, I can't think of the word now, rather than be admired for that, it can put people off, can't it? It can kind of, people are kind of turned away by kind of that. So love does not boast.
No.
And love is not proud, it is not rude. So when you've achieved something through hard work, time and effort, we are naturally pleased with the outcome. But if we dwell too much on the pride and accomplishment, it kind of loses the significance. If we go on and on about it, it kind of it loses its shine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So a job well done is admirable, but it should encourage you to go to the next thing, to do the next good thing, rather than look for constant approval or praise. So love is not rude, which means that we should not ridicule or belittle anyone else. A person should not humiliate or knowingly cause offence to another, or laugh at another's expense. Because love isn't it? It's not proud and it's not rude.
No.
Love is not self-seeking. Now, this is the one I think we all struggle with. Okay, because it talks about ego, and I hear people saying to me all the time in my work, I don't have an ego, and I kind of say to them, well, of course you have an ego. We all have an ego. We all do. We all have an ego. It's whether it's whether it's inflated or deflated, and actually neither of those is good. Neither. You need to find a middle ground. So ego is a useful asset because it helps us spur us onto action. Yet when somebody's ego gets out of hand, they'll tread on other people's emotions, seek to cause trouble, attack, or create disorder so that only their agendas and needs are met. And this is not love. This is being selfish and self-centered. They only think of me, and we have to think of we. We have to think of we and everybody around us. So love is not self-seeking. Love is wanting to help everybody, or wanting to kind of use that ego in a positive way. So love is not easily angered. So some people you can please some of the time, and some people you can never please. I think we should all hold on to that, because it's true.
Yes,
isn't it true? It's so true. Yet again, steered by ego, these people always have to be right because of what they are, and are often angry at others who will not give them what they want, or who will not satisfy their needs. So when you're at peace with yourself, you're not easily angered, because you can take the time to see that other person's point of view rather than immediately your own. So you can kind of think, well, yeah, I'm comfortable with my thoughts. I don't agree with you, but it's okay that you believe in that. So love is not easily angered. Love is just kind of acceptance, really, in that way. It keeps no record of wrongs. So we've all been hurt in our lives, disappointed, treated unjustly, betrayed or injured physically or emotionally. And some people live their lives being controlled by those events, holding on to everything that was said or done against them, and it changes who you are. You become angry, resentful, and unforgiving. So they keep themselves imprisoned in the wrongs that were done to them. And they kind of stay stuck, don't they? Stuck in, well, they did this, and years after it's still happening, it's still going on. But if you're willing to forgive others, then you are free. If not, you still allow others to control how you feel, and you will never know peace. So love, if you live in love, you keep no record, because you kind of have to understand the other person and forgive them and let it go, because that helps you. So love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. Now, I don't know whether you all agree with me on this, but when you think of TV or films or anything nowadays, it's becoming darker, isn't it? Darker and more violent and more kind of like, and I just find sometimes I can't watch it anymore. It's so real. It's as if you're there. And when you think of love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. So no balanced person finds joy or fun in participating or watching torture, abuse or cruelty. You don't, as a spiritual person, you don't. So do not let apathy or wrong thinking take you down that road. So find joy in the beauty of the world, your friends, your family, and the truth that you're here in the physical for a brief time, but that your true and eternal life is in spirit. So love does not delight in evil. It rejoices in the truth and the beauty of our world. Love always protects, always trusts, and always perseveres. So anyone who loves someone else will always wish to keep that person from harm, by protecting them from physical, mental, or emotional harm, be it a friend. Well, to be a friend, I suppose, when it rains as well as when the sun shines, to be there at all times. Because we all know those fair weather friends, that they're only there when there's something going wrong, or, you know what I mean, then when things are going well, that's kind of when you don't hear from them. But or the other way around, sometimes it's the other way around, isn't it? So love means you have to trust others to do what is right, and trust yourself to do what's right for them. When you trust yourself, you can cope with more that life throws at you, because you'll realize what you're capable of. If you ask someone to trust you, you have to make sure you deliver all that they ask of you. Never give up, never stop trusting and believing, and do not quit at the first disappointment. If you think of all the great people in history, they had one thing in common: they never gave up. They carried on through all the failures. So love never fails. It never fails. If you make a promise, try to never let them down. Do not put your needs first or fail friends and family because you did not care. Mankind fails, but love is exceptional. Love is unconditional. So you may withdraw with love, but love is always there, because God is love, and it cannot be otherwise. So faith, hope, love, these three, but the greatest of all these three is love. So faith and belief is good. It gives you purpose and starts you on your journey. Hope is your traveling companion that guides you and nurtures you and keeps you going. But love is all that's beautiful and perfect within you, and life's greatest healer. Love conquers all. Love is everything. Everything. So I hope you like my kind of thoughts on those words and kind of.
Oh, that's lovely.
I just
absolutely
love those
lovely.
words. Yeah, it just makes you think, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and everybody's agreeing with you, saying how lovely your words are.
Yeah, I keep this by my bed, and it's.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a copy of that if you don't mind.
No, I'll send you.
I might borrow that indefinitely as well. Thank you very much. Everybody's saying there. Tracy's saying lovely words, and Trace, lovely words, and Pamela, very wise words, and Sean, beautiful and true. Very true from Sophie. So yeah, you perhaps need, when it does leave a recording, does our stream, and so maybe go back and read some of the lovely comments that they've afterwards, and see what people have said, because we have got a lovely congregation. We're very blessed. We really are.
Thank you. You're so kind.
No, yeah, you would think you and I would collaborated with what I've got as my Bible reading and my poem, especially seems as mine was an 11th hour, as I was telling you, and it's about love and kindness, and you're meanwhile, because the Corinthians 1 chapter 13 verse 13 is meanwhile 3 remains faithful. I've got that written down there, so I don't need to read that because
how incredible.
Yeah, exactly. We were on the same page, and this is the first time we spoke today. It's amazing. So I've got kindness, which is Corinthians 2, 6, verse 6. I'll read this one. By our purity, knowledge, patience and kindness, we have shown ourselves to be God's servants by the Holy Spirit, by our true love. So, I mean, that really ties in, doesn't it, what we said. And my little poem to go with that is called The Golden Rule. It's by Paul Martin. The golden rule is very simple, and I do believe it's true. Do unto one another as you would have done to you. One thing I have discovered, which I really rely on and trust, the way we treat each other will come right back at us. The golden rule is undeniably a rewarding way to live. We receive from one another precisely what we give. When we ask ourselves sincerely, how would I like this done to me? It's then we see more clearly how to behave respectfully. Be guided by the golden rule. When we're together once again, we'll treat each other kindly and we'll be the best of friends. And it ties in really well with what you said.
Well.
Yeah,
So,
and we really haven't pre-arranged that, have we? So we truly haven't.
Well.
No.
So how wonderful the Spirit.
Exactly, that's right. They're working very close with it. I think they're going to behave themselves tonight. Apart from, you might notice that my background is flickering slightly, and I daren't alter it because if I do, you might lose me altogether and I become a window. It's actually a blue screen projection, you see. And because I've taken off my white shawl, it can't recognise the windows. So I shall sort that out. So I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not about to be beamed up by Starship Enterprise, which is what it does look like it's trying to do. I promise you, I'll still be here. Oh dear. So I think we'll get onto your mediumship, Sue, because this is the part that everybody really loves, is the medium side, the spiritual side of things, as well as the philosophy, which is one of my favourite things. If I could ask everybody, when Sue does connect with someone, if we could just refrain from chatting while she speaks to that person with the comments, because it does delay the comments coming through. Technology, you would have it. But we'd appreciate that, won't we, Sue? Yeah, so I'm going to drop myself backstage, and you see, look, I've gone completely blue now. Look, can you see? So I'm going to drop myself backstage and put my window back together. And leave you to do your thing, which I'm sure will be amazing. If you need me, you just need to shout and I'll be there, I promise you.
Thank you. Thank you.
God bless. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. What I like you to all do, this is very different for me working, I know we work on Zoom, so I can see people I'm going to work with. I did this before on here quite a while ago now, so I'm getting back into that vibration of working in this way. So if I can get you all to just sit quietly for a minute. Okay, close your eyes, and I just want you to imagine your loved ones. So just close your eyes and think of your loved ones, those people you want to hear from. Who do you want to see? Who do you want to connect with? And use that energy to connect, because I connect with your loved ones through you, through that your love you have. So picture them coming towards you, give them a big hug, whatever you need to imagine yourself doing, but that draws that energy close and allows me to work with them. And think at this time, what do you want to ask them? What do you want to know? Send that thought up to Spirit, because they'll hear it and hopefully they'll kind of get it through to me, because it's whoever shouts the loudest gets heard normally. So we'll kind of connect in that way. Also, do you know what? Take this moment, because there's all that loving energy you're creating by connecting with your loved ones, just to think of anybody you know that needs a bit of love and upliftment, that needs a bit of a smile on their face, and just picture them in a beautiful pink or white cloud, surrounded by that loving energy with a big smile on their face. And again, that loving energy helps bring your loved ones through even stronger. So just kind of send those thoughts out. Now, I tend to go to a person. I'll link with a name and kind of hopefully be able to work with you in that way. If I don't connect the name, then I'll kind of throw something out there and see who can take it. But I'm going to go to Tracy Jane Husk, if that's okay, Tracy, if I can work with you. I'm going to kind of come and connect with you. So good evening, Tracy. I've had a lovely gentleman that's connected with me. Okay, he makes me kind of want to kind of sit up and kind of like he comes in a very strong energy. Okay, I kind of feel that with this gentleman, he's not. This is not a recent passing into spirit. That he's been in there quite a while, because he's quite kind of used to coming and connecting in this way. But as he's wanting to come in and connect with you, he just makes me aware that he was a very strong personality. He kind of, you know, didn't mince his words, I don't think. And he kind of would also, as he comes and connects with me, he's got a real good sense of humor. Okay, so he's quite a tall, strong built gentleman, this gentleman. Okay, but I feel towards the end of his life, he became a shadow of that. So I kind of feel the sense of him towards the end, you know, I kind of feel like this sense of being a very proud man, and he couldn't do things for himself all the time, or he couldn't, and I feel that he found that very hard. Okay, but I feel he's coming, I feel he's quite often around you, or trying to let you know that he's around you. And as I feel his energy is coming to connect, I also feel he's kind of able to do stuff around you. So I'm kind of wondering that, well, I kind of think that you must have activity around you, because I feel he really tries to let you know that he's there and he's with you. It's like he really wants to connect with you, Tracy. He really wants to let you know, I'm here, because he says, you've been a bit up and down. And he's showing me like like when you get like a boat like bobbing up and down in the middle of the sea, and it's like you've got no oars or no anything, and I'm just kind of bobbing and waiting for things to happen. And this is kind of how he makes me feel as I connect with you. Like, this is what's going on for you at the moment, that you kind of feel like you're adrift and just bobbing up and down, and that kind of like you're waiting to know which direction the tide or the wind's going to push you. Okay, and I feel as he comes in, he's kind of saying that he's incredibly proud of you. I feel that he just brings so much love and so much kind of so much of a strong connection with you, that he kind of says, you never go wrong. You never take a step wrong. So you have to remember that all the choices that you make, there's never a right or wrong one. There's never, everything's as it's meant to be. And I kind of feel you're not one to let the grass grow. I kind of feel that you're one that you'll take a decision and you'll run with it. And even if it's the wrong decision, you'll run with it and then realize that. So I kind of feel that he's just kind of saying that this feeling of being adrift or not knowing what, I kind of feel it'll pass and it won't be forever. Okay. He keeps taking me to his chest, so I'm going to ask him to take that off a little bit. Okay. Because it's just as they come in and they come stronger, I kind of feel more. Now I feel he was a real joker. He had a real sense of humor, this gentleman. So I kind of feel that and people, I don't feel always got his sense of humor, because I feel it could be quite, he's telling me a bit childish at times, or a bit kind of like is cutting the word, I can't think of the word he's trying, but kind of like not everybody would have appreciated it, should I say. But he's making me laugh, and I kind of feel he was quite friendly, but he would have just kind of said it as it was. Now he's just bringing so much love to you, and he's kind of saying that things will get better. It's just that kind of how things are at the moment, and it's the situation in life, but it will pass. And kind of, if you look ahead to this time next year, he's kind of saying it's going to be very different. Okay, so it's just about holding on. You know what I mean? He's showing me that life raft you're in has got good handles on it, and you're able to hold on, and if you just kind of let it it'll settle down, and it will pass. Okay. I can see he's making me laugh as he shows me this, because he's showing me there's somebody else sat in another life raft, and I kind of feel at some point this life raft was next to yours, and your dad's actually blowing it away from you. He's blowing it, and I can see this kind of this other life raft floating away from you, and I kind of feel that in some way you're kind of wanting to get to this other life raft, but he's kind of saying, no, leave it and let it go. Okay, so I hope you can make sense of that. But he's literally he's blowing it, and he's kind of pushing this away. So, and I can see now it's kind of like way in the horizon, and he's saying, leave it where it is. Okay, so I kind of feel that there must be part of you holding on to something that you need to let go, or a person that you need to let go of, and I kind of feel that time heals everything, or time heals everything. Okay. Right, as he steps to the side, I've got a lovely guide that wants to come in and connect with you. Now I kind of feel that you have got quite a spiritual energy about you. Okay, that you kind of but I feel this sense of like opening and closing. So I don't know whether you've kind of fully expressed it or fully kind of connected with it, but I feel I've got this guide wanting to work with you, and I want you doing more. So with your development, or I want you doing more with that. So just embrace that side of you, because I feel they're giving you all sorts in sleep state, and trying to connect with you, and they'll always find different ways until they kind of get it right or connect with you in that way. Okay, but if you're having activity around you, I kind of feel it's dad. So if there's activity in the home, it's just him kind of wanting to let you know that he's there. He's not meaning to frighten you, or kind of like he's just wanting you to get, but you need to connect. You need to connect. When you connect with your guides and start developing and start kind of, you'll find it'll come on very quickly. You've got a very natural gift, they're telling me, Tracy. Okay, so connect with your guide, connect with them, Dad, because they're both there. Well, they're all there. There's lots of spirit around you, wanting just to let you know that you're there and you're not on your own. Okay, and I'm going to leave all their love with you. Okay, let's see where I'm going kind of next. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I think the message has come up a little bit after, so I'm glad he doesn't scare you, because he's just wanting to let you know that he's there. Okay, actually, what his love. Okay, right, let me have a look. The names are going very quickly, so I'm going to go back up. I saw somebody that I wanted to connect with, and I'm going back up. Matthew Stapley, I'm going to connect with you if that's okay. Okay. I've got a lovely lady wanting to come and connect with you, Matthew. I'm just going back down to so I can see the comments kind of beginning. Yeah, Matthew, if you're there, if you're kind of still with us, I've got a lovely lady that comes to connect with you. Now, this lady is not very tall. Okay, she's and I do feel that she comes in on a grandmother link. Okay, and I feel this lady with lady, I kind of feel that just bundles of love, oodles of love. I kind of feel that she just kind of like and I don't know if I've got like these two grandmothers that come in. I kind of feel one's now one's grandma, but I kind of feel there's this different generations. And I kind of feel one of them is very maternal, loving, and kind of, and the other lady's not so much. So they both come in on that kind of energy, if you can get this. But I kind of feel that one of them is not so much. She's kind of stood to the side. But this lovely lady is wanting to come and connect with you, and she takes me to your younger years, or takes me to connect with you then. So I feel that she spent time with you then, but she's very much around you now. Okay, now she's kind of like, it's like she's wrapping you in cotton wool at the moment. She's wrapping you, wanting to take care of you, and I kind of feel that just, she's kind of wanting to just kind of protect you, or kind of to say again, I think the same message, that everything's going to be all right. I kind of feel that she's telling me that you take things very much to heart. So she says kind of when things happen, they kind of touch you deep, or they kind of affect you down at a deep level. Although kind of on the surface you don't show it. I kind of feel that you're a lot more emotional, or a lot more than people kind of expected, or kind of they see. But as she comes in wanting to kind of let you know that she's around you. It's like my Bixby always goes off when I'm doing a I think Spirit try and talk into my phone sometimes while I'm doing a clever. It always goes off. Okay. But I just feel okay, it's right, she's chatting. I feel this lady liked to chat. I feel that she really loved to talk, because she's chatting away to me, or chatting. Okay, now she's saying to me that kind of like, she's showing me like there's a poem that I know, or kind of like a reading that's very much, it talks about that we're like train, okay, and we're on this train journey, and as we're going along this train journey, people get on. And people stay, and then sometimes people get off, and they don't even tell us they're getting off our train, but they get off, and then somebody else comes on, and I kind of feel that it's like, okay, sometimes I'm finding it hard to get the words, so I'm kind of trying to find the words that she's giving me. Okay, that not everybody in the roles that they take in our life are what we expect them to be. Okay, and she's talking about that with you, that it's about not having expectations, or dropping your expectations in some way, because she's saying then you won't be so disappointed, or you won't kind of feel kind of that those people that are traveling with you, or the people that coming in and on and off, should be doing anything other than what they need to do in their life. Okay, so they're kind of saying that you need to kind of, you know, look at yourself and kind of like what you expect from others, or how much because I kind of feel like, I'll give you an example of kind of what Spirit's saying. You know, like we expect all mums to be maternal, you know, the most maternal people on the planet. We expect all dads to be protective, and we expect, you know, like Disney, the prince will come, and all this kind of. I kind of feel that they're just kind of saying about reality with you, or kind of being more realistic and dropping your expectations. I hope you can make sense of that, because I just feel that you just feel very disappointed at the moment, or it's just feel, I don't know, whether let down, but it's like time and time again, it's like you keep being upset by things. Okay, so I just feel they're kind of saying that maybe sometimes it's about stepping back and kind of saying, is that fair, the expectations I have, or do I? Because what they're saying happens then is we get upset by things, or we take them the wrong way. Okay, they come with so much love around you. They come with so much love, and it's like they want you to be more gentle with yourself. They want you to kind of like just take time, and I feel that there's a lot of work that you need to do on yourself, as in kind of like not saying like in a negative way. I mean, as in, you know, kind of like self-love, to be kinder to ourselves in the way we think about ourselves and relate. And I kind of think, if you think about that, the philosophy that I did when I talked about letting go of things, you know, being stuck in a prison of our making. I kind of feel this is what they're kind of saying, that by having some kind of counselling or doing some kind of work on you, you'll be able to let go of stuff. And I think it's just important to forgive ourselves as it is to forgive others. Okay, and I just feel that they're kind of saying that, but be kind to yourself. And I do feel excitement. I feel this exciting news. That I do feel that the kind of there's news coming for you. It's like, once you start to believe in yourself, once you start making those decisions, or you stop being stuck, it's like the motors will go. It's like those weights will be lifted, and you'll shoot ahead. So they're kind of saying, be led by them. You have an awareness of spirit. You kind of, you know, you talk to them, you connect with them. Just allow their energies and their kind of their knowledge and their kind of what they bring you to kind of just sink in. Okay, this lovely lady keeps wanting me to put my hands on my cheeks like this. I kind of feel like that I want to kind of put my hands on your cheeks, and this is kind of what she would have wanted to do, and just talk to you and just say everything's okay, you're okay, you're doing great, we love you. And I feel that there is all this love from spirit. Okay. Okay. Now, they're reminding me of a quote. One of my favourite quotes ever. One of my favourite quotes ever is it's none of your business what anybody else thinks of you. Okay, none of your business what anybody else thinks of you. And I kind of feel that maybe not to get hung up on that, maybe to just kind of do what you do and live your life and be who you are, and not worry about anybody else, because people will, if you do well and if you're good at what you do, people will kind of show jealousy, or kind of, and they don't mean it, they don't know how to act in any different way, but actually it can kind of sit with you, and it kind of sits with you and kind of sits within you. And I feel that you take it to heart, and you shouldn't, you should take it as a compliment. Okay, and I feel that they're kind of saying that when that happens, or when that, you know, take it as a compliment, take it that you're doing well, and that's what that is. Okay, and some people don't mean to be like, they just can't help it, but they're just kind of saying, just be you, be the best you. And I know spirit come with so much love for you. They're just so proud to work with you, proud to be with you, proud to kind of like, and I have the most beautiful purple, like this beautiful purple light that comes and stands with you, and I kind of feel this is a lovely guide who comes on this beautiful purple energy. It's quite a high energy, quite a okay. I also keep hearing words of philosophy, or words of kind of like, so I don't know whether you do trance, you've done trance, or kind of you have somebody that works with you in a quite a philosophical way. And if that hasn't happened already, it will do, because I kind of feel these lovely words coming. Okay, but I just know that I want to surround you in love. Okay, and just kind of say that they're all with you, and I'm going to leave their love with you. Okay, actually they're not letting me go. Okay, I'm just asking them to give me that again. Okay, they're giving the most beautiful crystal church. It's like a amethyst church for some reason. So I don't know whether there's a connection with that, or whether you can know somewhere where you go, whether it's that, but they're just giving me this beautiful amethyst church for you, and I'm going to leave that and their love with you. So thank you for kind of working with me there. Okay. Yeah, you'll have it to excuse me. I'm tend to just give what I get, because if I don't give what I get and don't kind of talk and talk and talk, I forget what Spirit have said to me. So let's kind of see. So thank you for working with me. Okay, where am I going next? Okay. So Deborah Adams, I'm going to come to you if that's okay. I'm going to come and connect with you. Now, as I connect with your name or connect with your energy, all of a sudden my back hurts. My back's kind of all of a sudden has started to ache. Okay, so I'm just going to sit here and kind of get them to take it away for a minute. Okay, so I don't know whether you are having problems with your back at the moment, or that there's difficulties with your back. Well, actually, I don't know why I say that, because Spirit are giving me that, so I know there's problems with your back, and I kind of feel that Spirit are wanting you to be more careful. Okay, I know they're wanting you to be, just take more care, because I feel that you're very much one of these people that just gets on with it, that just kind of headlong, yeah, gets on with it, doesn't think about what they're doing, and then kind of goes, oh, what have I done? I get to the end of the day. I just feel that Spirit is saying, be more careful with your body and start listening to your body now. Okay, start listening to your body more. Now, I've got a lovely gentleman that connects with you. Now, he's not the tallest of gentlemen as he comes and stands next to me. My brothers are all like 6'4", you know, that kind of height. But this gentleman is probably nearer my height. Okay, but he's kind of like, as he comes in, I kind of feel towards the end, he struggled. I kind of feel like I just feel like my body, my bones, everything hurt or ached at the end. I kind of feel not that he wanted to leave or go, but I kind of feel he was glad of passing in some ways, because it relieved him of how he was feeling or what he was going through. Okay, and I do feel it took its toll on his body, but now in spirit he's fine. He's great. He's kind of like back to health and back to being mobile, more mobile. He's telling me, and able to do things. Also, I feel that with this gentleman, as he comes in and connects, he's got quite a funny sense of humour, and I feel he was a bit of a practical joker. So I kind of feel that he kind of liked to wind people up a little bit, or you know what I mean. He had that kind of sense of humour, like to tease and kind of like, and I kind of feel he's wanting to bring this around to you, or wanting to kind of bring this humour kind of to connect with you at the moment. So I'm kind of wondering, as he's doing that there's maybe somebody in your life that's a bit like this. So I don't know whether there's somebody around you that winds you up a little bit, that's like this, or that kind of it has this way of being. Okay, and he's kind of saying that kind of like that he kind of likes that sense of humor, and or likes that kind of, but you're not so keen, or that sometimes, you know what I mean, it's not always for you. Okay, but I kind of feel he's laughing because he's saying that it's just like him, or just like he was, but a little bit worse maybe. Okay, but as he comes in, I know with this gentleman, right, he's showing me the strangest things. Sometimes they show me really weird things, and he's showing me like a blancmange, or like a jelly, you know, like they're in the molds, and they're shaking. And I feel this is a memory link of going back to childhood, or kind of this reminds me of a kid's party or a kid's and it's quite a funky colour. I don't know, it's green or something, or kind of he's showing me this wobbly jelly, or this kind of I'm not whether it's showing the shape of an animal or something. I kind of okay. Yeah, it's like a jelly, or kind of like wibbly wobbly one, but he's just giving you that as a memory link, or as a kind of like I always remember that they kind of used to make it with lemonade or something, so it tasted a little bit fizzy, things like that. But I don't know, but he's just giving you this as a memory link. Okay, I also kind of feel as it comes in now, I don't know whether you know somebody who had military connections, or kind of like moved around, because he's making me aware of kind of like Germany and the army, and kind of like, and different kind of like places to do with the army. So I just feel he's bringing in that connection. So whether that connects with you or with him, he's just showing me that there's a connection, or there's connection within spirit. Okay, but I just feel with you, he's talking about being settled, or being kind of in one place, because he's kind of showing me like here, there, and everywhere. And I kind of feel I want you settled. I want you just kind of just sat still for a little while, just kind of like you know what I mean. I kind of feel that I just feel, I don't know whether you like to move things around, or you like to move, or like to kind of, but I just feel I want you just you know, sat still, or just kind of being in one place. and I kind of feel also for your health, because as I connect with you, I just feel that you need a bit of healing at the moment. And quite often when we sit and connect as a reading or with a reading, you can get healing. So your loved ones can come in that moment and bring that love and that healing. And I kind of feel that you need this at the moment, and they're bringing you a lot of healing. Okay. They're also talking about somebody in the younger generation. Okay. That you're worried about or you're concerned about at the moment. Okay. And I kind of feel like that sometimes you have to take a step back and you have to kind of you have to just sit back, stand back and take a look and just kind of go, I've got to let you just do it, and kind of, close my eyes, cover my ears, and just kind of allow things to happen, because I feel you're very much want to take care of everybody, or want to fix everything, or want to kind of, and I kind of feel in some ways you need to just sometimes just stand back and go, okay, like just hold, kind of hold your fingers, hope that it's going to go right, and actually let people learn for themselves. Okay, because I kind of feel that you learned the hard way. You didn't have, I felt that you didn't always have the support that you needed, that you kind of like, grew up quite quick and you had to do it for yourself. So I kind of feel that you need to instill that, okay, in somebody else. So just kind of know that they'll be fine. You've got to think how you were and kind of, or maybe what you went through, and remember that I always think sometimes the best start you can give somebody is by giving them the independence, or give them what they need to kind of learn for themselves, because we only learn by the mistakes that we make. If you think about life and lessons, you think about the things that kind of like you've learned from it, the times you've got it wrong. Okay, because when it goes right, you don't really remember that kind of the lesson from it. But it's when we get, and it's when younger people make mistakes, they kind of realize, I'm not going to do that again. So I feel that you need to trust them to make the right decisions, and trust that you've instilled that, or that they've had that instilled in them. Okay. But I just feel that you need to take that worry away. I'll stop worrying about that. Okay. This lovely gentleman wraps his arms around you and he just squeezes you tight and says, we all love you. We're all proud of you, and you're doing great. And I just kind of feel that they just want you to sit still, listen to your body, and take care of you rather than everybody else. You need to start just sitting there and taking care of you. Okay. So I'm going to leave all their love with you. And just before he steps away. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure. Sometimes they give me the strangest things. I'm not sure what exactly. Oh, well, no, it is. He's giving you a pogo stick, like one of the old bouncy pogo sticks. I don't think that with your bag, I want you doing this, but I feel this is more a memory link and having some fun. Okay, so I'm going to leave all their love with you, and just know that they're there and that they're with you, and kind of they're just here to help you too. So I'm going to leave all their love. Okay, Scott, can I come to you, please? Scott, hey, is it hey? I'm also terrible with names and surnames, and okay, so I'm going to come to you if that's okay. Like Scott, I feel a lovely kind of spiritual energy around you. Okay, I feel that there's kind of I'm just going to move the comments because comments are going, that's better. I feel a lovely spiritual energy for me, and also it's fizzing. Okay, and whenever I kind of connect with an energy around somebody that's fizzing, it doesn't necessarily mean they're new to learning about spirit, but I feel that it's always about learning something new within spirit. Okay, so I kind of feel this kind of fizz around you in your kind of spiritual aura, and I kind of feel that there's this real excitement about kind of your development, or kind of like where you are in that. And I kind of feel this is not them saying you're a beginner, and that kind of, I feel it's kind of something new you're learning, or something you're excited about. I can feel this fizz in your energy, or this kind of okay. And I feel that a spirit come in, they're kind of wanting you to trust your abilities, trust your because I feel sometimes you can be a bit on the fence. They're kind of showing me you kind of on the fence with your legs hanging over this side, you're kind of kicking them away, jumping down again, back on the fence. And I feel that the spirit wanting to push you over the other side and kind of immerse you in feet deep. Okay. And I feel that there's this just real excitement about kind of what you're able to do, or what you're going to do spiritually. Okay, so I don't know whether you're kind of still here and you're kind of hearing this, and but I just kind of feel I kind of feel that Oh, so you are new to this, still learning. Well, that's what I feel. I feel that there's this fizz around you, this excitement, and that's what reminds me of somebody learning or something. But I kind of feel when I feel that when you say new to this, I feel that you've always had an awareness, or you've had things happen, or you've had activity around you, different things from an early age. I kind of feel, but I feel that now they like spirit have pushed you off that fence, and you're jumping in, and they're wanting you to kind of, they're wanting you to just try to develop what you naturally have. Okay, because as I connect with you, my hands are on fire, so I know healing is going to be a thing. Okay, but I also feel mediumship with you. I do feel that you have a sixth sense about things, that you've got kind of you've got abilities there. Okay, but I feel that you need to be, they're telling me you're very scientific minded, so, and you can kind of go off a bit on a tangent, and kind of like, when you're looking at things, and not necessarily conspiracy, but you kind of do get kind of taken with things sometimes, and you kind of you kind of like, you're a bit cynical or whatever. So you need to start trusting more, and not looking for like other reasons for what's happening, because I feel a lot of what's happened around you has been spirit, and has been, but you've been like it's that scientific part of you, that it's a little bit like and please don't take this the wrong way when I say this. I'm not saying you're autistic or anything of the sort, but we all have this autistic part of our brain which is like this, kind of like, no, I'm not looking any, and I kind of feel you need to widen and just open up that part of you, okay, or that kind of because you've got a very physical energy about you, so you'll always attract spirit and things that happen, and weird and wonderful things, and spirit needs you to channel that and use that in a productive way. So I feel that if you sat on a circle, you'd be a very good battery. So you'd help, as well as developing you, you'd be able to kind of connect. Now, I've got a lovely gentleman that comes in, wanted to connect with you. I do feel this is a grandfather, and he's saying granddad, as he comes in wanting to connect with you. Okay, now, as he comes in, now, he reminds me of, I kind of feel love family. I feel this was a real family, kind of like, but I feel he wasn't always one in your face. I kind of feel you to sit back and kind of, you didn't miss a trick. I feel this gentleman didn't miss a trick with what was going on. I don't know whether at the end, I'll tell you what, as he's connected with me now, I kind of feel really kind of like gassy, or kind of like I want to burp all the time. So I don't know whether he was windy, or kind of like had something to in the end that kind of like affected his digestion, or kind of because it's just making me feel it now. So I'm going to ask him to just take that back just a minute. Okay, but I feel as he's coming in around you, he's saying not to be frightened. I kind of feel sometimes in the past you were frightened by it, or that you've been frightened by some of the stuff that's happened, or kind of you've connected with. So I kind of feel that spirit saying don't be frightened by it. I kind of feel that you need to kind of like embrace it and work with it, and work with that part of you. Okay, because what happens is if you don't kind of if spirit want to work with you and you don't do it, they'll keep bugging you, they'll keep doing things until you do, or because they want to get your attention. And I kind of feel that's what happened with you. Things kept happening, and eventually they got your attention, and now they've got it. So yeah, so I kind of feel that now they've got your attention, they're going to want to keep it. Okay, so I just feel that they're all wanting there to work with you and to connect with you, and okay. Okay. Now, okay. I feel like you don't have a lot of trust in yourself and the decisions you make. Okay. And I kind of feel that you need to make a decision and stick with it, or even just stick with it, kind of as in to go ahead with it, because you kind of decide something and you kind of like go, I'm going to get no, I don't know, and I kind of feel sometimes the boat passes before you make that decision. So I feel that you've got to just trust and go with it. Okay, and I feel the spirit of pushing you forward. So as soon as all this lockdown's over and you get a chance to sit on circle, and I kind of feel that really well, I can see this fizzy energy, and it's just waiting, and you may find that you have physical things happen around you, so kind of like, things flying off things, and kind of all sorts of physical activity happening around you, and that's just spirit connecting, or spirit kind of like that energy around you being kind of filtered off. Okay, so when you learn to kind of manage that, to keep it, and that's what you should do on circle. You should learn all of that, how to use your energies and affect them. Okay, so I'm going to leave their love to you, with you, and hopefully kind of really excited that you're here tonight and listening to this, and that you are going to do it. You're going to go in that direction. So they're really excited about that. So I'm going to live that up. And I'm going to come to Sophie, if that's okay. Sophie, can I come to you? I want to connect with you. Okay. Okay. Right, Sophie, you've got quite a few coming in around you. Okay, so I kind of feel as I connect with you, I've got this lovely gentleman that comes and connects with you. Now I've got these two gentlemen wanting to come and connect with you. Now one's kind of a little bit taller than me, and then one's much taller. So I've got these two different heights of these gentlemen as they're coming in wanting to connect with you. Okay, and very different in personality as well. I kind of feel that kind of one's very kind of like, yeah, kind of like, you know what I mean, kind of would talk to anybody, and the other one was a lot quieter or a lot more reserved. Okay, so I feel as they're coming in to connect with you, I kind of feel like you could do what I do. But if you do it, great. If you don't, you should be doing it. Okay, I feel that you have a real natural ability with spirit. Okay, I kind of feel that you have a real kind of, like when you meet someone and you think, yeah, I don't like you, or I really like you, get real excitement about it. I kind of feel that they want to come. I kind of feel this sense of a sixth sense, or a kind of, what's the word for it? I'm asking spirit to give me the word. It's quite natural within you. It's quite kind of like and again with you, I kind of feel that you've always had a realization, or you've always had like kind of an interest, and you've always had, you know, and known stuff, or kind of, but I feel that you could do what I do. So I kind of feel that if you chose to develop, you could be a platform medium, and you could do kind of one-to-one readings. And I kind of feel that with you, it's about trust. It's about believing in yourself. It's about knowing kind of like what you're capable of. Okay, now I've been doing this kind of nearly, I must be coming on for 20 years now, and I still get as nervous today, if not more, than the day I started, and the first service I ever did. I still get as nervous and sick before. I always think, why am I doing this to myself? Why do I, you know, and I don't know why, because spirit never let me down. They're always with me, and they connect, and they'll do the same for you. And I kind of feel that you need to trust that, and trust spirit, and trust that they're going to bring and have belief in yourself, because you've got very natural ability. Okay, now what they're saying is, I don't know whether you've sat on circle or you've tried to develop or tried to connect, but your gift are going to be claircognizance and clairsentience. So it's more of a knowing. Okay, so when you work with spirit, you are going to have just knowing where you kind of like, just know, I know your grandma, I know it's your grandma with you, and I know what she looks like, and I know you might not necessarily see them or connect with, but it's a knowing and a sense. You're going to feel it in your tummy, and that's why kind of things affect your tummy, and when you connect with things, they affect you in your tummy, because that's where you feel it. That's your solar plexus, and you're very emotional too. You get very emotional about things, and you connect with things, and things, you know, and again, that's a very spiritual gift. It means you've got that empath, that part of you that's empathic. And to do this work, you have to be that way. You have to feel and connect, and I don't feel that you should give messages unless you can connect with the loving energy, and want to help, or want to connect, and it should always be about a positive, loving. And I feel that you've got this, that you've also, I kind of feel that there's not one medium I know that hasn't been through hell in their life. There's not one. There's every medium I know that works has been through, just has horrendous lives. Okay, and I kind of feel for you, you haven't had the easiest of times, and I feel that's also giving you the empathy, or the kind of, you can understand others, what they've been through and how they've been through because of that, or because of that connection. Okay, now I don't know whether somebody around you does cards, or kind of like tarot cards or cards, but I'm being taken back to somebody many moons ago, and I'm kind of generation upon generation back, that did tea leaf reading, that used to read the playing cards. Okay, and I feel that she's coming in to want to work with you, wanting to come and connect with you. Okay, I feel very Victorian dressed, kind of like, you know, kind of as this lady showing herself to me. So I know that she brings this gift to you, that she brings this kind of gift and wants to connect with you. Okay, and I feel that You won't need any tools. You'll just be able to sit and do it, okay? And I feel that first you might feel more comfortable having a tool, whether it be psychometry or to cards or kind of like, but I feel that you need to know, you need to know that kind of you're just capable of doing it, okay? And Spirit are there, they're wanting to work with you. So get on it. They're saying, get on it, come on, let's get going, let's do it. Okay. Okay. I'm going to leave all their love with you, okay? And just before they can leave you, I'm giving you a beautiful piece of rose quartz. So I don't know whether you have this or have a piece of jewelry with it, but they're showing. I'm sure it's like a necklace or something with rose quartz. Okay, so I kind of feel that I want to give you this, and maybe that'll be a way of connecting with your guide. When I first worked, I used to have pearls that kind of I held, and I used to connect with my guide in that way. So maybe you may find that something like that, but they're giving you rose quartz. Okay, so I'm going to leave all their love with you, Sophie, and I'm really excited for you because I just think it's wonderful to just develop mediumship. Is just, well, any kind of spiritual gift is such a wonderful thing. Okay. Oh, you have a bracelet with it. Wonderful. You need to wear that when you work. They're giving me the rose quartz for you, and I feel that's going to be the stone for you to work with, to kind of to do that and connect with that. Okay. You've got so many loved ones around you. I kind of feel there's so many wanted to come in and connect. It's just like, you know who's around you. I kind of feel that you get smells and all sorts of things, but you just know that they're there and that they're with you. Okay. And someone keeps spraying. Do you know someone keeps spraying? And it reminds me a bit of an Avon perfume. You know, like kind of oh, I can't remember the name of it, but there's an Avon perfume that I keep, it's like wafting in front of me. It's like a beautiful florally kind of smell, but I keep getting that in front of me, and I kind of feel somebody gives you this just to let you know that they're there. I'm still with you. I'm always here. Okay. And they're connected to talk to me. They're kind of saying, okay. And I'm going to leave all their love with you. And I'm going to see who I'm connecting with next. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you can wear it because I just got that lovely smell, Sophie. So I'm glad that you can connect with that smell. So thank you for working with me. Okay. Right. You have to post your names up now so I can see you. Kind of like if you flick your names up so I can kind of see who I'm linking with next. Okay. Okay. Can I come to Hannah, please? Hannah, I'm going to connect with you if that's okay. It's Hannah Pollard. I think it is Hannah Pollard. Hannah Pollard. That's it. Hello, Hannah. I want to connect with you if that's okay. I've got a lovely lady who comes in wanted to connect with you. Okay. As this lady comes and connects with you, I know that that this is not kind of a long time ago she passed. Okay. I kind of feel this is a more recent passing or more kind of so I kind of feel that she's wanting to come in and connect with you. Okay. Very cuddly, very kind of, she has that energy about her, a real cuddly energy. I kind of feel like and I feel family was everything. She just kind of like loved everybody getting together and, you know, feeding everybody and food and just kind of like connecting in this way. And I also kind of feel that as she's coming in on my energy that she was quite open-minded in this way, or kind of quite connected in this way, but I just kind of feel I want to come in and connect with you. Okay, now I feel very sad as I connect with your energy, Hannah. I kind of feel like I don't know, I just feel like just down and kind of flat, and so I don't know whether that this connects with you, or this kind of like you can connect with this, but I just feel kind of low. I just feel like I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to climb through the screen and give you a hug, or just kind of that whoever's with me wants to do that, that she wants to do that. She wants to come and give you a big hug and just say, I'm okay, you're okay, you know, everything's okay. I just feel like because she's showing me wiping tears, that there's been difficult times, and okay. Now, okay, I just feel like she's just lovely. She's just, honestly, she's got the loveliest energy. I kind of feel like and she just wants to pick you up and kind of like take care of you and kind of just, you know, and I feel that she'll let you know that she's around. She's strong. Her energy's strong here, and her spiritual energy is strong. So I kind of know she'll be letting people know that she's still around and that she's still there, and that she still connects. But I feel with you. She's kind of saying that you're very hard on yourself. Okay, you kind of have these high expectations of yourself and how you kind of should be and how, you know, and you've got to remember we're human, okay? And this is what she's saying. I'm going to repeat the word she's saying. And she's talking very quickly, so I'm going to slow down just a little bit. She's saying, you're all human. She says, we all make mistakes. We all kind of like, and nobody's perfect. You know, no parents perfect, no friends perfect, no, you know, we all kind of like have to live our own lives, okay? But I feel that sometimes you put far too kind of like high standards on yourself. So you expect, and you wear yourself out because you're trying to be everything to everyone, and you can't be. Okay, so I feel that she's kind of saying that you need to start with you, that you need to start with kind of looking after you and your needs, because she's showing me kind of children and kind of, you know, on a plane where you have to kind of like you get the masks come down and you need to put yours on first and then you can look after everybody else. And that's not what's happening at the moment. At the moment, she's telling me you're kind of looking after everybody else, and just here, there, and ever, that you're not getting time for you, and you're important. And she really wants you to kind of realize that, because otherwise, like before, and I feel that you kind of was unwell before or something happened before, she says, if you don't take care, you become run down and your health will suffer for it. Okay, so I feel that she's kind of urging you to kind of really take notice of this or to listen, because I feel that she doesn't want you getting poorly, and she doesn't want you kind of or getting poorly. Okay. So I just feel that she's kind of saying that you're important, that you kind of like, it's like you look after everybody else and you're so kind to everybody else, and but people aren't, it isn't reciprocated, is it? It isn't kind of like, and that's not, I'm not saying tit for tat that if someone doesn't do it for you, you shouldn't do it for them. I'm saying right now, you need to just look after you, sod everybody else. That's exactly what she's just said. Sod everybody else. You're important. You need to take care of you. And I kind of feel that when you do that, you'll be better placed for everybody else. Then you'll kind of, you know what I mean, you'll have the energy, you'll have the kind of okay. Now they're showing me a little girl, or not little, but they're kind of like who needs to be on stage. And I kind of feel that or should be. I kind of feel that they're kind of like, look at me, and really kind of like likes attention, or likes kind of, you know what I mean, to kind of be seen and heard. And I kind of feel that as she's coming in, she's kind of saying that you weren't so different at times. So I kind of feel like not whether chip off the old block, or I don't know, but kind of she's kind of saying kind of to embrace that side, that side needs to be embraced, that kind of, you know, kind of needing to have that confidence, and it is a good thing, and they need to hold on to that. Okay, but I feel it can be tiring at times. It can be kind of tiring. Okay, now, okay, I keep having okay, Bill shouting at Bill, kind of shouting at me. I'm just going to ask him to stop shouting Bill, because I've said the name now, so hopefully he'll stop. But I kind of feel that with her, I kind of feel that she needs to be pushed in that way. So that confidence that she has, or that kind of needs to be pushed more, because whatever she goes on to do in life, she's going to need that. Okay, so it may seem at times that she's being a bit kind of cocky and a bit but no, it's good. It's kind of, you know what I mean? And I kind of feel that she, you know what I mean, she knows her own mind, and that's going to be a good thing too. Not always for you. I kind of feel sometimes you kind of think, no, I kind of because she's making me laugh. Now I don't know whether that kind of like it's changed, and it kind of you used to know everything, and now you know nothing, and somebody else knows everything. And I kind of feel there's some kind of dynamics that's changed, that's made you think, what am I, chopped liver? Okay, and I kind of feel that this lady saying that's just her way of growing. And I kind of feel that, you know what I mean, that sometimes it makes kind of frictional, causes a bit of friction. But I just feel that needs to be encouraged, that side to her. Okay, but I feel that you're doing a wonderful job. I just feel they're kind of saying you're such a, you know what I mean, you're such a wonderful role model, and you're such a great mum, and I kind of feel that you've got to stop beating yourself up, because kids would try the patience of a saint. They, you know what I mean? And I don't regret any parent right now with all this kind of what's going on and everything that's kind of, you know, having to deal with all this. So I feel that they're kind of saying, be patient with you, okay? Just you know, love is patient, love is kind. Be loving and patient to yourself. But I just feel it'll be fine. It'll all kind of be fine. Okay. Now, has there been a little one that had problems with breathing or some kind of to do with, I don't know, asthma or something to do with my chest? Okay, she's just making me aware of this. I don't know whether it's cleared now or kind of she's just making me aware of this going back, because I feel very much that this lady's coming around and trying to kind of bring healing to you or to connect them in a certain way. But I just kind of feel that okay. I don't know whether there was a problem with dairy or something to do with dairy, or there's somebody kind of with dairy, because she's kind of like putting a cross through a thing of dairy and putting the dairy to the side and showing kind of a different type of milk. Okay, so sometimes they show me the bizarrest thing, but for people it's evidence, so I have to give it. Okay, and she's also giving you a Primani bag. Okay, when actually there's not one of them, there's quite a few of them. So I don't know whether you can be a bit of a shopaholic too. And she's making me laugh as she shows this, because I kind of feel that like yeah, I feel that maybe sometimes it's that retail therapy that we need, isn't it? Especially at a time when we can't do it. But I feel that maybe there's a part of you that likes that too. Okay, so I'm going to leave all their love with you, Hannah, and know that they're there and that they're with you, and that you're doing a great job. And Spirit are very proud and they love you. So I'm going to leave their love with you. Okay. So I'm going to see who I'm linking with next. Okay. Nicola Jane Biggs, can I come to you, please, if you're still with me? Okay. I've got a lovely kind of energy as I come in. I want to connect with you. I kind of feel a lovely warm energy, a lovely kind of caring, warm, and I kind of feel this is you. I feel this is you. This is your energy. This is what you're about. I kind of feel that you just exude this kind of like and I've got a lovely gentleman that comes to connect with you. And again, with this gentleman, he is not the tallest of gentlemen. He keeps taking me to his glasses or kind of flicking his glasses. So I don't know whether he had like a thing or kind of that slipped down. I don't know, but he just keeps doing something with his glasses. And I don't know whether, oh, is this you? Do you find your glasses slip and you need a chain or something? I feel like it's wanting to tie it around your head or just something to do with glasses slipping. So I'm going to give it. But I feel as he comes in wanting to connect with you, he kind of says, cool girl, he said, you've been through more than anybody should have been through, haven't you? He said you really have had it tough, and I just feel that kind of it sometimes seems like it's never ending, that it's just, you know, one thing after another, and I feel that it's not always. I think sometimes it's like cause and effect, that sometimes the decisions we make kind of can have this effect or have this kind of, and I feel that sometimes the decisions you make aren't always in your best interests, or you know what I mean? Because I feel that you worry about, again, like worry about everybody else more than you worry about you, or taking care of everybody else. And actually, you've got to come, you've got to be doing that, or you've got to be kind of taking care of you. But I just feel that's been the problem in a lot of your life, is you've done what others have wanted you to do, or you've done, you know, been kind of maybe what you've thought that you should do rather than what it is that you've wanted to do. Okay, and I kind of feel that they're talking about letting go of the past too, letting go of things, letting kind of very much like the philosophy, letting go. But I feel that you need to draw a line, step over it, and just go, the past is the past. You know, decisions I made or things I did or things, whatever happened, was because of where I was, the situation I was in, and we're all human. We're all pushed. Sometimes we're all kind of put in situations where we maybe react in a way that we didn't want to, or that we can, and that makes us human. It doesn't make us bad. It doesn't make us anything other than human. Okay, and I feel that you haven't got a bad bone in your body, that you're a very loving and caring individual, and I kind of feel that you need to recognize that, and recognize that the places that people put you in, or the positions that people put you in, forced you into this corner or forced you in. So I feel I want to draw a line. I want to step over it, put all that weight and that baggage down, and step out of that feeling lighter, feeling like I've got a renewed purpose, or I've got a renewed sense of, okay, because you've been treated very badly, and I kind of feel that you've just in some ways allowed people to do that, and we have to take responsibilities out for our part in that, for us kind of, but also kind of like for now being more free of it, and making better decisions, and taking what you've learned from that, okay, and helping others. And I kind of feel that when Spirit are talking to you about helping others now, it's not in like a real selfless, as in giving everything of you so you have nothing left, or kind of like, you know, being, or kind of, it's about just kind of doing what feeds your soul. Okay, so there's a difference in helping in a way that kind of like wears us out, you know what I mean, kind of, or a way that feeds us. Okay, and I feel that you need to find that line where kind of you're helping others and it's to feed your soul. It enhances you and your life, and that's not being kind of doing it for kind of a selfish way. Actually, it's not, because kind of like, you know, when I work in this way, when I work with Spirit, I find the greatest joy in my life. This moment, kind of when I'm able to work with all of you, connect with Spirit, brings me the most joy, because they just come with so much love, and kind of like, you know, I find, is that selfish? But I find it's what gives me, and I feel that you need to feel that. You need to feel the whatever it is in life that kind of connects you and brings you joy. Just you know, and I kind of feel it will be helping others in some way, or doing something kind of in a loving way. But I feel that it has to start with you. We're all damaged is the wrong word. I don't like that word, damage. What are we? Kind of, we're all kind of scarred. We've all got our scars. We've all got, you know, wounds to heal. We've all got kind of, but that's what makes us who we are. That kind of, that's what animates us, and kind of, and I feel that you need to just allow those to heal. Give yourself time, and also, you know, don't allow people to kind of to be the way they are anymore. You know, if somebody when you're around them doesn't make you feel good, or makes you cry, or doesn't, whether they're, you know, they've got like and you're thinking, well, I'm supposed to be because they're family, or because they're this, or because of that. No, it doesn't mean anything. Everybody in your life should treat you with respect. Everybody nobody should make you feel bad about yourself. Nobody should belittle you or make you, and if anybody does, you shouldn't have them in your life, no matter who they are. Okay, and this is what Spirit's saying. They're giving you permission to kind of to stand up for you, to kind of go, well, actually, that's not okay anymore, and I'm not taking it. I want you to draw a line, step over it, and this is a new you. We're going to drop all that and start a new you, and know that you have all Spirit by your side. You've got your guides and loved ones, and all of them supporting you and helping you drive forward. And that's why you've been having weird and wonderful dreams, and all sorts of kind of that interrupted sleep state. Is because Spirit have been trying to connect with you. They've been trying to let you know this. They've been trying to kind of say, we're here, we're with you. And that's why you've been dreaming about things that have happened so long ago, and because your mind's just trying to put it into a good, healthy place, so you can let go of it, so you can move on. Okay, so I'm gonna leave all their love with you, and I just feel that take time, give yourself time, be kind, and know that Spirit love you, and then kind of and that they're with you, they're championing you, and this is your time, and no more. From now on, you've got to think, do I want to do that, or am I doing it because I think I should? And if you're doing it because you think you should, then don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, just feed yourself for a little while, and that's okay. It's not selfish. It's kind of taking care of you, and that's a really important thing for everybody. Is to know that, like, you know, relaxing is not selfish. It's taking care of you. You know, taking time off is not selfish. It's taking care of you. Saying no is not selfish. It's taking care of you. So I really feel that you need to do that, and I'm going to kind of leave their love with you. Okay. Where am I going next? Okay. Hayley Stabler, can I come to you, please? Can I come and connect with you? Okay. Okay. I kind of feel, as I want to connect with you, I kind of feel, now, I don't know whether they're kind of saying it's grandma here or you're a grandma. So which one of those makes sense to you? Because I'm just feeling kind of like they're saying grandma. So I don't know whether this is grandma saying hello or you. I can't kind of work out which way is which. But I've got a lovely lady here, so I'm going to kind of talk and kind of see what she says. But she just keeps saying grandma. But I'm not. I kind of feel like she's talking about somebody on the earth rather than I'm kind of here with you. You're not a grandma. Oh, that's fine. I'm not kind of. So maybe that's what she's saying that she is, or that she connects in that way, or connects in that kind of. But she's saying grandma, so this must be grandma, not Nan. Kind of, I keep hearing grandma. Kind of very definitely grandma. Okay. Okay. I just feel kind of as I wanted to come in and that I kind of feel I feel like spirit want to sit you down still. I kind of feel like I don't know whether you're here, there, and everywhere. And do you ever sit down? They're kind of saying, do you ever sit down? Or when you sit down, I feel that you're not sitting still and your brain's not still. You're always kind of busy and doing something. Okay. And I just feel that sometimes I feel that spirit want to sit you still and just kind of like take a breather or take a I'll take time, because I just feel I'm here, there, and everywhere, and I hope that makes sense, because they're just kind of like showing me this with you, and I kind of feel I just want you sitting. Kind of okay. As this lady steps in, I've got a lovely gentleman that comes and connects with you. Now he keeps saying George to me. George keeps going saying okay, okay. And he's also talking about a Bill or a Billy, but I don't know whether they're here. I'm kind of getting. I feel that somebody here would have had dementia or Alzheimer's or something towards the end of their life, because as they're coming to connect with me, I'm getting very confused. Okay, and I always know that kind of like not that they feel that now in spirit, but as they come to connect with the physical again, I get a sense of that. So they can make me very confused. It makes me very, and I kind of feel very muddled in my brain. So I kind of feel this person before they pass must have had that, must have had, because I just kind of feel I'm getting all this kind of confusion going on. Okay, but I just feel as I want to connect with you that spirit are trying to let you know that they're there. Okay, and okay, you've got quite a few. There's like quite a crowd coming around me or coming in and wanting to connect with me. Okay, I've also got a gentleman that keeps showing me coal, keeps showing me like a sooty face, but I can see the coal and I kind of feel I was out working outside or working, you know what I mean? I kind of feel quite a hard-working gentleman. They're all coming in. I've got normally one comes and stays with me, but I've got all these different, like wanting to introduce themselves or wanting. So I don't know whether you come from a big family or you can connect with that. But I feel I've got all these different people coming in wanting to connect or wanting to connect with you. Okay. Now, who is it that likes the football? And they're talking about whoever's on the earth plane liking the football, because I feel that needs to be encouraged, or I feel that they're very good at it, and I don't know whether they've not been able to do it so much or but I feel that needs to be encouraged, and they need to keep doing it, because they're talking about them kind of maybe having a career or being able to, you know what I mean, go far with it or going forward. I just kind of feel that needs to be encouraged, or that needs to kind of connect. Okay. Hayley, as I connect with you, my back's hurting as well. I kind of feel like it's like my side and hips and kind of like okay. I feel I want to do like some stretching or something. I don't know whether it's Pilates or yoga. I don't know whether you've done some in the past and you haven't, but I kind of feel like I want to stretch. I want to stretch out my bones, stretch out my kind of, okay. Because I just kind of feel like constricted or kind of very much kind of like this. Now, can you be a bit OCD? Do you like things a certain way? Is there certain things you need to be in control of, or need to kind of, because they're talking about relaxing too, about just letting go of things, kind of letting things be and being more relaxed with things. So I kind of don't know whether somebody jokes about it, saying you're OCD about something, or there's something to do with that, but spirit are talking about that. But I just kind of feel that yeah, I just feel that they're kind of okay, they're laughing about this. They're not going to let this go. Okay, I'm trying to work out what they're showing me. Is there something that you're really kind of like set on that has to be a certain way, or something to do with something that's a bit, somebody says, oh, that's a bit OCD or something of that sort, because they're just talking about needing to do that or be in that way. And I kind of feel it's not always a good thing, because we get really stressed or het up about things. And okay. they come with so much love. They come. I wish sometimes when I connect with spirit, or when I kind of want to connect with somebody, I wish you could feel what I feel. I feel it's such a privilege to be able to connect with all your loved ones, because the love that they bring and the love that spirit, because they're unencompassed by the physical anymore, and they bring so much love, and they want to connect. They want to connect, and I kind of feel they bring so much love to you, Hayley. They bring so much. It's like, you need to feel this. I kind of feel you need to kind of like, I wish I could surround you in this love, because I kind of feel sometimes you just feel totally unappreciated. You feel totally like you don't matter, and that kind of, and actually you do. And spirit saying you're loved unconditionally, and actually if you saw yourself through your boy's eyes, or anybody else's eyes, you'd see how loved you are. You'd see how kind of wonderful and what's the word for it, that people can't do without you. Okay, because sometimes you feel a bit like irrelevant, or a bit kind of and you're not at all. They couldn't do without you, and people love and appreciate you. And I kind of feel that, but you don't feel that sometimes, because I feel that you're very hard on yourself. I kind of feel, even you look in the mirror and you pull yourself to bits, and you've got to stop that. Okay, because you're beautiful inside and out, and you are so loved. And hold on to that when you're feeling in those moments where you're beating yourself up, or finding, I feel that you need to hold on to that how loved you are. And maybe just for a moment, step into one of your boys' shoes. Just imagine how they see you, or how they look at you, and see yourself in that way. Because when you do that, you'll realize how loved you are, and how worthwhile, and all these wonderful things. And I'm going to leave their love with you. And just before they leave, they're giving you the most beautiful sunflower. Okay, and I feel this is a gift from spirit, this wonderful sunflower, and I feel it's facing the sun, and I feel this is for you. I kind of feel that you just need to allow yourself to grow, face the sun, and just feel that love from the sunshine. So I'm going to leave their love with you, and thank you all for working with me tonight.
Oh, beautiful. Well done, Sue. You did ever so well. And you just, your energy is just kind of wearing me out. So you did really well, and so showed so much proof and evidence of life after life, as we like to call it. You really need to read some of those messages of love back.
Yeah, they go so quickly, I can't read it.
They do.
Yeah.
Well, when I click sometimes, Haley's saying thank you so much. Look, when I click sometimes on the message and I go to click it off, they've jumped up about 4 messages, and I click somebody else's in that I didn't mean to click. So I know I can appreciate what you...
All of a sudden they've come up. I was like, oh,
hello. Yeah, all of a sudden they pop in there. I know. Oh, well, fabulous. We can't thank you enough, Sue, for this evening. It's been really lovely. You're a very popular lady.
Oh, thank you.
Could I just ask you to do the closing prayer for me, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
So, dear Father God, Heavenly Spirit, we thank you once again for this opportunity of meeting here tonight, and we thank all our loved ones and those that came to join us, and for all those who didn't get a reading, your loved ones are with you, and they love you, and they surround you. So we wish them well on their journey back to Spirit, and send them with all our love and gratitude. And I ask that love, healing and protection be with each person as they go about their everyday lives. And we ask that any energies left from tonight be sent out to all of those that need us, and until we sit again. I also ask for the doors of this lovely sanctuary to be kept open always, and I quite look forward to coming. And we leave this in your very capable hands. Love and light, dear friends. Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen. You'll find, Sue, when we go back to church and you come to see us, that the Lord keep us safe this night. We all sing it. And I've only ever done it once. And when you get halfway through thinking, what are you doing singing online? And then so we decided to start saying it. And I struggle. I can sing it and know the words straight off. But when I say it, I have to really think about
strange, isn't it?
Yeah. So if anybody out there next week would like to just pop into the screen, and I'll happily put you on there, you can sing us The Lord Keep Us Safe this night, and see how scary it quite is. I'll happily allow you to. So just inbox me and let me know. Oh, thank you ever so much. Let's see what we've got. Right, we've got a few announcements to make. Please stay while the end, because I've got a song for you at the end instead of the closing credits, just for a one-off different. Next week's speaker is Reverend Nick Brown from Little Port, so we'll look forward to that. I think what we'll do is we'll draw the one-on-one reading for Gordon Walsh now. So this is a little treat for Sue with the ducky race. I have to say, I have to cut out, for some reason, my ducks don't quack. groan. So I don't know why that is, whether that's something to do with the app, but I'm hoping I've cut the sound off when I. And there we go. Outright winner number 4. Let me just have a look who number 4 is. Thank you, everybody, for buying our raffle tickets. Did you like it?
No, I love it.
A lot of people put the plain yellow ducks, but I like them dressed up with wigs on.
Oh,
I don't know if that says something about myself. I'm not sure. But anyway, number 4 is Jacqueline Manley. Congratulations, Jacqueline. You've won the one-on-one private reading with Gordon Walsh. So we shall connect you together. I'm thinking of doing, I keep saying this, but a coffee morning online, just with you know, maybe a handful of people, just so for people who are literally stuck at home. You'll have to bring your own coffee, of course, because I can't pass it down the internet, but I'll happily host like a coffee morning, and maybe on a Friday, just for an hour, for everybody to have a chat, if it helps, if anybody out there stuck at home. I know it must be really difficult when you're stuck there on your own. And don't miss out Friday the 19th. We've got Q&A with Rosie Spirit. She's great, is Rosie. She's very flamboyant, and I love her for it. What else have I got to tell you? Oh, well, I think that's it. I'll introduce the end. I call it end credit, but it is an end song today. Sue does know what it is because I've told her. Is there anything you'd like to say, Sue, before we go?
No, just thank you all for linking with me. It's lovely to have been able to work with you all tonight.
Absolute
so I always
pleasure.
want to say, if you didn't get a message, it doesn't mean that your loved ones aren't with you. You know what I mean? It just means that I didn't have time to get to them.
Oh, bless you. Absolute pleasure. You really are. Hopefully we'll have you back soon, and definitely we'll have you in the church. Now, instead of closing credits tonight, as I said, we have got this song. I've actually borrowed this from Carl and Patty Hulse, who have become great friends that are down in Wales, and they run the Connors Quay church. So if you look them up, they are friends with me on Facebook. They're great people, and I know a lot of people, you've seen them on the Q&A. They're great fun. And this is what they play in their church when they're open. When people are leaving, they play this song. Now, he said to me, listen to this song. Well, it made me cry. And I decided that it's got so much love in it, and it connects to love and to God and to your loved ones. I just think at this time, you know, this present time, we all need it. So I'm going to say good night and God bless, and play the song for you. And I truly hope you like it. I'll speak to you soon, Sue. If anybody from church needs us, including you, so I will come running. You only have to ask. All right. Good night and God bless everyone.
Good night.
Walk hand in hand with me through all eternity. Have faith, believe in me. Give me your hand. Love is a symphony of perfect harmony. When lovers such as we walk hand in hand, be not afraid, for I am with you all the while. Lift your head up high and look towards the sky. Walk hand in hand with me. This is our destiny. No greater love could be. Give me your hand, walk with me. Walk hand in hand with me. Oh, this is our